welcome to another edition of Outlook on Click Naija online channel. Today we are taking you behind the scenes of Nemcea 2025, Nigeria's Electronic Media Content Exhibition Awards. My name is Nemcea. Joining me are Adeniji Omiran, the President, Electronic Media Content Owners Association of Nigeria. You're welcome to Click Naija. And also the General Secretary, Alliance Steven. You're welcome to Click Naija.
Thank you,
and welcome
Nasir.
to the show.
Thank you, Nasir.
Okay, so let's hit the ball rolling. Can you briefly introduce yourself and your role in Nemcea 2025?
Yes, my name is Adeniji Omiran. I'm the president of MCON, Electronic Media Content Owners Association of Nigeria, the chief servant of the association. So everything has to be under my control. And thank God I'm having a good director, the project director that is working with me on this Nemcea program. You know, because Nemcea itself is not just one, it's not just an event. It's three in one. We have conference and exhibition, then an award. And bringing the three together is not an easy task. And that is why we are here. And that is why we are promoting it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Steven, let's hear from you as well.
Okay, once again, my name is Alliance Steven Tululokwe. I'm the General Secretary of MCON, like Mr. President has said, and I'm also the Project Director for Nemcea 2025. Let me start by saying a big kudos to FRCN, the Radio Nigeria, and the Click Naija, the online channel for FRCN, as it were. We were here last year, 2 years ago. They were part of Nemcea, and the support that we have enjoyed from the DG down to all the team from FRCN. We say thank you so much for believing and supporting the initiative to create a marketplace, a content marketplace, a convivial atmosphere for Nigerian content owners from the TV, online and radio to discuss business, exchange content, and make do of the business of content. The business of content is global, is big, and Nigeria should not be left behind. And that's why we have, 4 years ago, we created Nigerian Electronic Media Content Exhibition and Award. Just like my Mr. President mentioned, it's a 3-in-1 event. We have content exhibition, content market. We have conference, because the importance of conference is to continue to update ourselves, latest trend in the industry, not just in Nigeria, not just in Africa, but on a global scale. Understanding best practices on a global scale, and bringing key stakeholders, the DGs of relevant regulatory frameworks, and players in the industry, from the advertising to broadcasting to entertainment to content and all that, to come together and discuss and find way forward as regards the industry. Lastly, we created an industry award because we have realized that over the years there had been a lot of awards for film and big screen, feature films and all that. A lot of award for cinemas and for music and all that. The people in the TV, online and the radio space had not been celebrated enough, and that's why we created these 4 players in the industry to be celebrated. And we are not just looking at TV content owners alone and radio. We are equally involving the online space, because that's where the future is, and that's why we are moving with that pace. So I'm the project director under the supervision of Mr. President, and we currently have the planning committee that does all the planning.
Thank you for that fabulous introduction. Now, for those of us familiar with what Nemcea is and what inspired its creation, can you tell us about it more?
Thank you so much, Nas. Some years back, about 5 or 6, 7 years ago, we had a discussion within ourselves. MCON started about 13, 14 years as an association. The immediate past BOT, talking about Board of Trustee Chairman, Mr. Wale Adenuga of Super Story. He was our immediate past chairman. And so the association came on board about 13, 14 years ago. And our members oftentimes travel to American Film Market in Santa Monica in US. They go to South Africa to Discop. They go to France Cannes Festival. They go to showcase our content on a global scale. And some get businesses, some do not get. And we saw that there's need for us to create our own content market where Nigerians can come and buy, where Africans can come and buy, where people all over the world can say that if I need children's content, 104 episode of children's content, if I need lifestyle content, if I need cooking show, I can come to Nemcea every year and say, for the next calendar year, can you guys give me a new freshly packaged 52 episode of this, of that? So that was one of the major reasons why we created. And in 2022, by the grace of God, we started this, and it has been moving on and on successfully.
Yes.
This year, every year there's always one unique selling proposition, to be added to it. 2 years ago, we started with Nemcea Academy, where we begin to focus on university students, colleges of education, polytechnics, infuse them because they are the future of this business.
In fact, when you look at the content, they give us better content. They call them the Gen Zs.
Well, it depends what you mean by better content. But interestingly, this year we introduced what we call Nemcea Master Series. Master Series. Here this year we are looking at AI in media production. AI in media production. What that gives us is that beyond the conference and the content exhibition and what have you, we are looking at 5 different categories within the media framework: the video editors, the graphics, montage editors, the cinematographers, the social media guys, and the script writers. Those are the target audience for our master series. It's the first edition of having, and we are looking at AI in media production. How does that play in? AI is where the world is now. We should not be moving backward. How can AI help our production? How can it add value to what we are doing, productivity and what have you? So we are inviting stakeholders around to be part of the masterclass series, as they have been part of the whole Nemcea for this year.
We are talking about the 4th edition. Well, tell us what the 4th edition is all about of Nemcea this year, 2025, right?
Yes. It's the 4th. So the theme is very, very important to where we are presently in the space, and the theme is sustainable content creation in a fragmented media space. I'll take it again. Sustainable content creation in a fragmented media space. Who are you talking to? What is the eyeball? Eyeballs are everywhere. You can't talk to everybody. You must have your target audience. So who are you talking to? How are you engaging them? Is there a feedback mechanism? Because if there's no feedback mechanism, you will not know what is next to be produced. Why? Because we content producers, we are very emotional about what we produce as creators. But the world is moving to a stage where your engagement, with your audience can tell you what next to produce, and the ones that you should not bother again. Why? When you see engagement, when you see filler, when you engage, when you create a community, they will tell you, we love this particular aspect of your show. Can you create something around this? It will guide you so that eventually, at the end of the day, you are beyond providing information, entertainment, and education to the people. You are equally, at the end of the day, getting money to continue the production. Otherwise, if you are not getting the eyeballs, if you are not getting the necessary click, if you are not getting the necessary this thing, there will not be return on investment. And that's how people go out of business. So we have to balance it, what we are creating and what have you. So this is the theme for this year. The media space is fragmented, the audience is fragmented. Who are you talking to? Are they listening to you? Are you not making noise in the space? Because there are so many noise. For your content, for your information not to become a noise, what do you do? How do you narrow down? Are you targeting the Gen Z? Are you targeting the upper class? So you must look at what platform, what mechanism, and what resonates with them. What's the psychography? So all these things are part of what we are looking at for this year.
All right. Now, content creators came up when you were talking, and so we have so many content creators in Nigeria right now. I said with the many content creators we have all over Nigeria right now.
Yeah.
So how is Nemcea trying to make sure that there is a balance within the online, the TV, and the radio channels?
Yes, well, actually, this is why we are bringing everyone under the same roof. You know, by the time you bring people together, you will be able to understand each other. Like what is happening here now, because when we are talking about radio, we are not going to talk about video. We believe there is voice and all, but now things are changing. And you know, like the last edition, when your people are, they could talk to people, they could let them understand that, look at what we are doing now, we are not just talking time. We take video of what is happening, we show it, and the same thing happened with Voice of Nigeria. They were able to explain themselves and narrate what is going on in themselves. You know, under that same body, we were able to even bring the copyright people together. Copyright has to tell people, you are not just creating, you are not just the owner. You cannot, if you cannot prove the ownership of what you have, it's not right. You know, people now saw that, okay, this is what we are doing. These other people can put us together, can help us, so we be able to. It's under one roof. Within 2 days, we're able to put people together and package it and let people understand what is going on.
Beautiful.
That is it.
And I like where you say capturing people together on the out of us. So that will lead me to my question. Now, walk us through the award selection process.
Yeah.
Now, how are nominees and winners chosen?
Yes, you know, when you are doing such thing, we have jury that they are independent.
Okay.
We don't control them.
Okay.
They decide, but what we do is that when your submission has to be on particular feed, the category that you submitted. They are the one to look at it and agree on it and bring it out. We look at what they have done. We won't query some of it because they are professionals and they are independent. Just like we are talking about independent
bodies
for election, they have freedom to do it and to select it. And if you put for a particular category, you cannot be expecting to get award for another category you did not put for. So you are online. If the category of online you put it for category of online, you will not be expecting to get on the other category of
TV,
drama or whatever. So that is what is happening.
Just to add to that, there's 6 blood category. When I mean blood, we have the TV drama series. That means that under there you look at producers, best actor, best actresses, and what have you. There's the category that has to do with online. You know, so online you got best online personality, OAP, best male, best female, best online radio, best online TV, and all that. There's equally the TV features where you have breakfast shows, where you have TV breakfast show, where you have content like drama series, best sports, best entertainment, so like that, entertainment, health show, comedy. There's a radio broad category for radio
as well.
Best radio, best health show on radio, best entertainment show on radio, best sports show on radio, and all that. There's the international category. The idea for international category is to be able to infuse other players that are playing in the Nigerian industry, but they are international bodies. Examples of the companies like the Z Worlds of this world, the Televistas of this world, the Mexican soap opera, they participate. So we have that 6 broad categories where we have different sub categories under, and it has been growing. Just last year we added best AI and animation. It was not there before, but AI is here to stay. We added best short best documentary, then best short film. It was not there before, so we keep going every year. Like Mr. President said, the jury is not guided by anybody, and they are professionals within the industry that have served over the years. They understand the mechanism, and if you go online, if you go to www.nemcea.com/awards, you see all the criteria, the eligibility, the criteria, so that before you submit, you know that, okay, I am eligible my content is eligible, my program is eligible, my station is eligible to submit for this particular. So everything is done online.
Okay, let me quickly tell us the website so that people can go to see if they can see the eligibility and they can submit. Tell us the site, the criteria.
www.nemcea.com. Nemcea is spelled NEMCEA.com/awards.
Okay.
Of course, you can go to nemcea.com and you see, but just if you want to go straight to the award landing page, just go to www.nemcea.com/awards with S.
Okay.
It takes you there. You see the eligibility, you see the criteria, you see every details. Then you see the submission categories where you can fit in at that level.
Thank you very much, Mr. Steven. So, Mr. President, let me ask this question. Are there standout winners or stories, particularly this year, that inspired you guys this year on the online space for this year nominees?
Yes, because we are still
compiling.
They are still compiling. So we are still compiling. We cannot categorically say that now.
There's a screening committee that compiles. After that, they hand over to the judges. And like you mentioned, they are independent of the secretariat. So we don't poke nose, we don't look at what they are doing. But obviously, there are always new entrants. There are new people that comes in place to be part of it every other year. So for your question about stories, there's always stories. There's a documentary that won best documentary last year, Gary O'Neill on Gary documentary. Fantastic 2-3 minutes on Gary. He won international award. After we gave the award, we exposed him. So like that, we don't know him from anywhere. He just did O'Neill on Gary, and he did a very, very powerful, less than 2 minutes documentary on the importance of Gary. If you want to soak, if you want to use it forever, and what have you. And it became a national film. After he submitted for Nemcea and he won the award. And after that, because it was the documentary. It was the first time that we saw that, and we never had a special category for documentary before. So we created a documentary as a category because of last year's experience.
So let's go to what are the biggest challenges you guys face? Because this is where the work is now. What is the biggest? Why planning this year events or subsequently? What are the biggest challenges? Mr. President, should you answer this question?
The biggest challenge I know actually the finance. Is the biggest challenge. Then after that, putting people together. This is an association. People, it's not a profit-oriented association. So to gather people to leave their business to come and start pursuing what we are doing is another challenge. So because of financial challenge, you can't keep on getting consultants and marketing and all this because you will pay them. So that's the major challenge.
Okay, do you want to add anything, Mr. Siri?
Yeah, it's I think Mr. President had mentioned two key challenges as it were. Finance, sponsorship, because for everything in Nigeria you have to do double layer work to get things done, especially if you're into event activation and as it were. So sponsorship, to get people to buy into your dream, into your vision, is always a major challenge. But God has helped us 4 years, and we must appreciate FRC and NTA, NCC, Copyright Commission, NCAA, Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, ALCON, Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, Voice of Nigeria, NOE, National Orientation Agency. All these agencies, they had supported us in the last 4 years that we have started. We are not just only content creator, but they have seen that the future is here, and we are creating a market and a veritable platform. Beyond the agency, government agency, we have actually received support from day one from Z-World. All the way from India to South Africa, they've been supporting this project from day one. So NBC mentioned them, and of course there are individual companies that supported us minimally, and what have you. And we are open to more support, sponsorship, partnership, as it were. The other one I mentioned has to do with members, driving members, pulling them out. We have left our businesses for almost a week now to do our session work. And it's not as if we are going to be paid, especially for that. It's part of the service and, for the industry and for our session. Lastly, is the fact that we have gone 4 years now. For Nigeria, whenever we are starting new, there's always skepticism of people saying, which award? Which one is this one? So we have grown in leaps and bounds. Of course, there's always room for improvement. But I'm saying that for brands to take you serious, for some people, stakeholders to take you serious, they must see consistency. So ensuring that consistency over the years has been a major issue that we have maintained, and it has been a challenge for some people to participate. Year one, year two, say okay, maybe they will not do following year, maybe, but God has helped us and we have been consistent. So that challenge, we are getting over it, but it's still there for some few, one or two people. Lastly, that we know that online is the future, and we are involving them. 2 years ago, we brought in Taoma. 4 years ago, we brought in, to be part of the panel session, we brought in Mr. Macaroni, and they were part of the panel session because we are involving them, because content creation online is a massive, big business. And if you are doing TV and doing radio, I think that nothing for YouTube, you are deceiving yourself. There's another stream of income to be, snackable content. So they came, they expressed. This year we are bringing Taoma again. She came 2 years ago as one of the panelists. So having these other parts of the online people gradually is getting better. Unlike when we started, they say, no be TV, they say online. But when they see part of them, Macaroni, Taoma, and some other people, they begin to gradually, key into it.
So this year we'll be expecting Click Nigeria to come.
Definitely. We are not only bringing Click Nigeria, we are bringing Oga Osama, all things being equal, as one of the panelists. We are bringing the GM of Click Nigeria too, as she's been part of the panelists before, and very massive in terms of input.
Okay, thank you very much. If you're just joining us, the program is the Outlook on Click Nigeria online channel, and we have Mr.
Stephen Alayonde
and the president,
Nemcea.
Okay, thank you very much for being with us. What is Nemcea doing to regulate the social media space?
If I can answer that, we are not regulator because there's a body for that. We this idea is to make sure we are enlightening people, educate them, let them know what is right, what they should do. So through the conference, that's why we have the panelists, everybody talk, and people gather information, pick what is valuable to be able to go and improve. We cannot sanction, we cannot regulate. We are to advise and we are to enlighten people. That is the way it's been done. That is why we put veterans from the industry, professionals from the industry, to come and educate people. That's why we have the academy last year. That's why we are putting the AI this year. So we are doing all those things to let people know that just click anything from anywhere and put it on. So our own is to advise professionally. We are not to regulate.
Beautiful. So theirs is to advise professionally.
That's actually the role of NBC. Yes, I know that they keep improving on the code. Every other year they reform the code, because years back, nobody envisaged that online is going to be this big. So most of the reforms and what have you was tailored towards TV and radio. Now they have infused it, they are working around it and what have you. And Alcon too, from the advertising point of view, those are the regulatory frameworks and councils that are working. But in our own little way, like Mr. President said, we are supporting by creating a convivial atmosphere for discussion, for tete-a-tete, to bring all these things to fore and all that. So. Okay,
what should we expect from Nemcea?
2025.
Yes, any direction, any expansion plan, what should we expect?
If you new thing is coming up and you are not joining it, you will be neglected. So that is why we say, okay, people expectation is on AI, and another thing is that we know the future broadcasting is online. We want to we are keying into that and expanding it. That's why we are bringing much of category on online, so that the Gen Z, the youth of the future can be part of it. Okay. This is what we are looking up to.
Okay, any addition?
Yeah, like you said, the masterclass series this year is focused on AI in media production. Okay. That is to talk about the business now and the business in the future. So that's one of the USP for this year's. And like you mentioned, the online space, we're adding more categories for them to be more involved and all that. Importantly, it's always an assemblage of the cream de la cream of the industry, from Nollywood to to policymakers, to regulators, to actors, to producers, to directors, and all that. So it's a gathering for people to take home avalanche of information, knowledge, to network, and for the business. You come, there's always a co-production opportunity. If you have, exhibiting, if you have your content you're exhibiting, if you have your stuff that you're exhibiting, we have a community of, content creators, content owners, discussing possibility of co-production. There's equally what we call content exchange forum. I give examples of Agugu Festival in Borno State, and Borno TV comes to Nemcea and say, LTV, give us your festival, which is maybe in LTV, Lagos Television. We'll give you 52 episodes of Agugu Festival. They quantify it. How much is this worth? How much is this worth? They exchange it. It helps national orientation. It builds unity. Yes. People in Northeast will see more about your festival. Yes. Why is it your festival? People in Lagos and Southwest will see Agugu Festival. What's this biggest fish festival in Africa? What is it all about? And what have you? So there's content exchange forum in the course of Nemcea too. So even if you don't have cash, you can exchange your content, you value your content, you exchange it. If my 52 episode is more value than your own 52 episode, what other, can you give me another 26 episode of another one to add to it so that you can get the appropriate value? So what Nemcea does is to create that environment during the content exchange program under our exhibition and what have you. So many things to learn from.
Thank you very much. So now I'll say your final words about Nemcea to Nigerians.
Yes.
President.
My final word is that Nemcea has come to stay. This is not just the third time, this is the fourth time. And we really need the support of everyone, the agencies and the entire industry, the media practitioners, the stakeholders, ACON, NBC, BON, NTA, FRCN, and Click Niger.
Thank you very much. Mr. Steven, your final word?
Yes, it's to continue to appreciate those that have supported us thus far. Like Mr. President mentioned, virtually all of them, and all our sponsors and our stakeholders. And to equally say that you can be part of Nemcea. Nemcea is not free because some people are paying to bring it into reality. So what you need to do is to go to www.nemcea.com/register to go and register, because ID card will be produced for you. And so to participate, to be a partaker in those 2 days events, it is not cheap, it's not free, but you need to register. So go out and register, www.nemcea.com/register to register. For the award participation before the submission closes on August 15, go out there and submit your content, www.nemcea.com/awards. Go and submit your content, TV, online, radio, drama, cooking show, all kinds of show. Just go out there and put in. You can never say you can win an illustrious award like
and just to add, the submission of award, you are not paying for that.
Okay, it's free.
It's not payment. It's free.
Totally free.
Yes.
Awoof, Niger. So thank you very much to my powerful guests. Nigeria media's ecosystem is really thriving, and with platforms like Nemcea, and they are giving us reason to dream bigger. So until next time, I am Nasir Yunusa. Keep creating, keep connecting, and keep shining. Peace.